It's early morning at a small, quiet rail station in the Welsh town of Chirk. Two travelers have just arrived and are all excited about renting a narrowboat to explore the beautiful Llangollen Canal.
Good news is, though, our boat wasn't out last week, which means it just sat there, which means they might let us take it early, which is why we're at the train station at 7 in the morning.
Yes.
We're Wendy and Lawrence, and we are that excited couple. And this, my friend, is a very special narrowboat trip.
You excited, honey?
Yes, a little trepidatious. I mean, it has been 2 years.
Yeah, but it'll be like
Riding a bike.
riding a bike. Only if you make a mistake, you'll get wet. And I won't tell the bicycle story about you, so that's okay. That's our little secret until I have one too many. So we're actually having someone drive us out because this is a horrendously tight marina to get out. So they literally take you out and they bring you in.
Well, and they don't carry insurance for anyone except their employees to actually come in and out the marina.
Okay, looks like we're getting ready to go.
While you count the number of maneuvers it takes to exit the Chirk Marina, I'll tell you why we're so excited about this trip. You see, we plan to retire on a narrowboat and continuously cruise the English canals in 2026. This trip is to celebrate our decision and one last chance to make sure we're not crazy. Well, that was a lot of shunts to get out of the marina. And now, it's our turn.
Hi, babe.
Hey.
You are behind, I would say behind the wheel, but that's not really what it is.
I'm in front of the tiller.
You're in front of the tiller.
And
You got 57 feet in front of you.
it's not quite 2 years since we've been here because this is April 25 and the last time we did this was September 23.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And look at this beautiful weather.
I'm telling you, we need to be charging people for this.
We really do. It would help pay for our narrowboat rental.
Yeah, that's what we do. Like, you know, when people turn up at restaurants so other people come, we just let the narrowboat companies know we're coming over and they can promise sunshine for other renters.
We're going to quickly moor the narrowboat so we can set up some additional cameras so you can enjoy the cruise better. While we're doing that, let's talk about the English canals. There are 2,000 miles of navigable inland waterways spread across the UK that are nearly 300 years old. Today, we're cruising the Llangollen Canal, a canal that crosses the border between England and Wales, offering 46 miles of stunning countryside views, tunnels, and staggering aqueducts. We're starting our narrowboat adventure at Chirk Marina, renting a 57-foot narrowboat from Black Prince. But rather than heading directly to the famous Welsh town of Llangollen, we're heading towards Ellesmere first. We'll explain why in a minute. The rental company recommended we visit Wixhill Moss, a very picturesque town. They obviously didn't see how slowly we cruised the Oxford Canal. Yeah, we'll never make it that far. This will be the first time we've gone through tunnels and over aqueducts, so this is going to be an exciting trip. Looks like we have everything set up and we're ready to restart the cruise. I have offered to let Wendy steer the narrowboat, but she's too busy making friends with some local ducks.
No. I'm not driving. Nothing. Bye. We're leaving you. It's been great.
All right. So we're bringing you along sooner than we did last time. It could be overconfidence. It could be faith in our ability. We'll know within a couple of minutes.
Faith in Lawrence's ability. He had to pull up and moor up for the first time, and he did it perfectly, like it has not been 2 years.
So We're out. We're on the Llangollen. Yay! So we have the boat for 7 days. And we are going to head towards Ellesmere because it sounds a little geeky, but ever since I've seen just a multitude of YouTubers go to the wharf, and I've always wanted to see it. Well, it just so happens that there's a super Tesco or whatever they call it, a big Tesco there, which is going to give us an opportunity to stock up on our food for a week. And where we picked the boat up is so close to Llangollen. They're like, you need to go the other way first, get some practice in, and that way when you start to head to Llangollen, you can manage the more narrow canals a little bit better.
Yep.
So that's what we're doing. That's the plan, right?
Yes. So at some point, I am going to have to disappear and do a little bit of menu planning so that we actually know what to pick up.
Oh, okay.
But we did actually stop at a quick, small store here in Wales before we actually came down to the marina, just so that we had something to eat tonight, and of course that we had a bottle of wine. So we are good for tonight, but aside from that, we have nothing else in the refrigerator.
Right.
Or pantry.
Smell that chocolate? Is that chocolate? I bet that's Cadbury's.
That's the Cadbury.
We came here from Coventry, and the first thing we did is we went into Chirk itself. On the taxi ride back, the woman says, that's Cadbury's. And right now,
it smells the most amazing smell of chocolate.
it's like the canal's made of hot chocolate. That's literally what it smells like.
It does.
It's really.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I was wondering why I was craving chocolate.
Yeah. So.
Subconsciously.
Oh, we're going through our tunnel.
Oh, we are?
Yeah, look right there.
Oh, so we have to turn the light on. Should I hit it now, babe?
Sure.
Okay. We have a headlamp. And then, are you supposed to honk?
Yeah.
I can't remember the etiquette.
Well, they said you can see through it.
Okay.
But we can honk.
At what point do you honk?
Just as we're entering. Oh yeah, you can see. Look, you can see the other end.
Oh, so we probably don't have to honk. We probably should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look like a boat down there?
I swear to God it does, but I don't think it is.
Why don't you honk? Well, wait till we get past this red boat and then honk. You honk now, see if they're there.
I think the horn is over here.
Yeah.
Is it the top one? Yeah, horn. Is it a boat?
Hopefully they would honk back if they're in there, right?
I don't really know. There does seem to be some sort of light.
Maybe they're going in that direction. You know, we're behind them.
I can't tell if that little pinpoint is moving though.
Could it be somebody walking? Maybe it's someone walking through. We thought you were a boat.
Then what? That's something you thought.
I'm like,
That's why I tipped it down.
thank you. I finally worked it out towards the end when you were stuck on one side of the
The
thing.
boat is moving really slow.
We're like, they're not letting us know they're there. Have a good day. And we made it! Yay!
Woohoo! That was
So this is the Chirk Aqueduct.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, see, there's the train. This is actually really pretty.
Standing at 70 feet high and spanning 710 feet, the Chirk Aqueduct was completed in 1801.
How's it going? My first tunnel, my first aqueduct. And we haven't sunk, so we're ahead of the game.
Yeah, you're right.
Have a good day.
Literally was going to just offer to drive, and then I came up and saw this and went, no.
Hello.
Hi.
It's not just the incredible canal system or unique narrowboats that make this world so fascinating. It's everything along the way that makes the experience so uniquely what it is. To my understanding, whoever is closest to the bridge has the right of way. But as I get further under the bridge, I can see the other boat really isn't moving out of the way, and they really don't have anywhere to move to.
Are you going back or you want me to go back? See, that's what this being the second narrowboat rental gets for you. I can do that. You're welcome.
Much appreciated.
Did you see the sheer amount of panic on all that thing?
Have a good day. I saw a lot of turning and looking to each other. That's for sure.
You're expected to move slowly past moored boats so you don't rock them or pull boats from their moorings. The best bit about cruising by and tick over? Checking out the beautiful narrowboats and their very clever names.
All right, we're about to do our first lock. There aren't many on the Llangollen for where we're going, but we're going to do our first one, and it's been a bit of a faff, to be honest with you. We had a training boat come through the bridge before us, and the lock is the other side of that bridge. And because it was a training boat, they were doing the right thing. They were taking their time and making sure that the people on there were learning everything they needed to learn. Well, now I'm all discombobulated. Nothing is how it needs to be.
There may only be 2 locks, but they turn out to be a bit of a challenge. It looks like a couple who live nearby are helping Wendy with this lock.
This is a tight one lengthwise, huh? I mean, you can't be much above 57 to get through here, right?
The wind is starting to pick up, which makes steering a big 57-foot narrowboat a little difficult. If Wendy is this excited about opening a lock, there has to be a story. But we don't have time to find out. Here's another lock. Canals are built at all different heights, following the contours of the surrounding land. Locks allow boats to go up and down from one level to another, filling or emptying a lock to match the height of the canal you're moving onto. So let's find out exactly what was going on at that first lock.
I started second guessing myself, thinking that I didn't know how to work locks anymore. But you go, you look at the water line to see if it's equal to the water coming into the lock. Because if so, all you have to do is open the gates. But if not, you have to let water in or out. So I checked both the top and the bottom. It was interesting about this one is the water was almost level but not level enough, and the bottom there was obviously a huge difference. So I went ahead and opened the paddles just to see if I could get it to equalize, and it's only about this much difference, but the lock was leaking, so that's how much it had lost, and it wasn't actually ever really gaining the rest of that water back. So I kept trying and trying and trying, wouldn't open. Plus they had just painted the gates so you couldn't lean your body into it without getting paint on you. Finally, the couple that live in the house right across, she was coming out for her daily walk, so she tried to help me. So then she went and got her husband. So it took 3 of them to open it by brute force, and then they did find a bunch of huge sticks in there that were also preventing water from getting into the lock too, so he cleared those out. And there you go.
Between the wind and the setting sun, we decided to moor for the night. We started at Chirk Marina and traveled a whopping 8 miles today. Of course, we didn't make it to Ellesmere, and it looks like we won't be going to Wixhall Moss after all. But our mooring, it's so nice. We've said it before. mornings on the canals can be so peacefully perfect.
Good morning. Yes, our first morning on the cut. And it's cold. So this narrowboat requires us to run the engine an hour and a half before we go anywhere, because we have to charge up the battery, which works for us because we moored up so late last night, for us anyway, that we didn't feel like running the engine last night, which is what you need to do to get 240 volts, which is what we needed to charge all our stuff. So we're gonna use this morning as we're getting ready and starting this day on a slow way to charge all our stuff, camera gear, and all our batteries and stuff on the 240. And then breakfast. So obviously we didn't make it to Ellesmere last night, and we are going to, I see it, I'm right behind you.
Wow.
So we obviously didn't make it to Ellesmere last night. We just decided to moor up. We moored just past Bridge 2. And we are heading to Ellesmere. And why don't you tell them what we're going to do in Ellesmere so I can focus on driving, baby?
Well, the first priority is to get coffee, because we didn't have any coffee or tea. And then we are going to Tesco's, which is a very well-known grocery chain here. And this one is supposed to be especially large. So I'll probably do the normal thing where I buy way too much food. But it is what it is. Obviously stock up on wine. And then there is supposed to be a ball and days. Oh, I think I'm mispronouncing that, but anyhow, it serves like meats and pâtés and cheese and everything. So there's supposed to be one of those that's really recommended to go in town. So we'll stop by there as well. But then we want to bop around town and actually enjoy it and see it.
So right now we're passing, I think it's the Frankfurt locks. And these locks go down onto another canal, another arm. But the thing about these locks is you have to book ahead, and they're only open between 10 and 12. So you basically have to queue in and then go down. Can't go any time outside of that. So the freakiest thing happened last night. It was nuts. We settled in there was no one around us at the mooring. And as we laid and settled in bed, we swear it sounded like somebody was walking on our roof, messing around in the stern area and walking on the roof. Like, to the point I got up and unlocked the back and came out and looked, and not before banging to make a menacing, hey, I'm coming out, you better run away, bang on the hatch cover. But there was nothing here. Nothing. No one around, no one anywhere near within sight. Go back into bed. 2 minutes later, we start hearing the noises again. So we just worked out that it just must have been the boat bumping against the Armco, because this canal actually has a flow to it. We're going downstream. When we turn around and head back towards Llangollen, we're going upstream, which is why if you ever hear people talk about doing this canal, it takes longer to go to Llangollen than it does come from Llangollen. So, but yeah, bumps in the night and all that. Wendy with her special hat she likes to wear.
My pussy hat.
Her pussy hat.
You can say it in England.
And finally, we've reached Ellesmere.
Ellesmere's the wharf's down here, right? Ellesmere Wharf? Yeah. Awesome. Sorry? Sorry?
You're on it.
Yes. Oh, this is it? Awesome. Thank you.
It's an interesting feeling trying to match something you've only seen on the small screen to actually visiting the place in person. Always hoping to recognize anything around you. We do know we have to wind our narrowboat, or turn it around in the Ellesmere Basin, which is where the Ellesmere Arm ends.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not very big.
No, it's not.
Oh, shoot. Should I somehow be filming
It's your lucky day. You can watch the entire effort to turn around a 58-foot narrowboat in a small, square area. We've sped this up for time, but you can see all the back and forthing required. Although, I'm sure others can do it quicker, with less back and forthing, and certainly with more style. The whole time, we had locals watching us turn our narrowboat around. Of course they had their thoughts on the whole thing, some of which I didn't quite understand.
Nearly. I knew it wasn't going to be easy when I came in. We're having a boat built, and it's this size, which is why we rented this size. But our boat's going to have bow thrusters. Oh, you're awesome.
And voila!
I think I'll be possible at this point.
I think
Yay! Woo!
good job.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It wasn't nearly as difficult as the windy hole at
No.
Anhope.
Should be it.
Ellesmere dates back to the 1100s, but industry really shaped the town in the 1700s. You can see its stories everywhere you look. The streets may be full of modern businesses now, but imagine if these majestic buildings could actually talk. And of course, canals played a large part in the town's fortunes, and still do today. Even in this quiet time of year, narrowboat traffic offers a constant hum of diesel engines. Recognize this? It's the arm we just came down. Now about those groceries. Well, here's the Tesco they promised. I haven't seriously shopped in an English grocery store in about 40 years. And this is only Wendy's third or fourth time, so it's understandable it's all so different for us.
We're gonna get eggs and cereal because we've got milk and bread and butter. But I always forget that in the UK, the eggs aren't refrigerated. So I literally almost walked right past this. So you think 6 versus 12, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me grab this. And I don't know what the difference is here. Oh, medium and small. Okay, let's get medium. It's just so odd to me that I don't have to refrigerate these. Oh, here we go, baby salt. All right, baby salt and pepper.
If you ask ever so nicely, they will let you take the trolley or shopping basket along the arm to your narrowboat. And what is more English than pushing your trolley over cobbled pavements? Don't tell Wendy I dropped the eggs. This is where we're going to leave this narrowboat adventure. If you find yourself in Ellesmere, give yourself plenty of time to explore. We absolutely love this place. Not only does Moolah offer drinks and snacks in style, but it's owned by a narrowboater. Thank you for joining us on this narrowboat adventure. What did you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to have you join us on the next one, so why not subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you'll be notified when the next video is released. If you want to tell a friend about us, we certainly wouldn't want to stop you. Until next time, my friend, travel well and be safe.